Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another session of this course on Islamic inheritance law, in which we shall be looking at the inheritance share of the full sister. Let's start off with text from the Sirajiyah. أما للأخوات لأب وأم فأحوال خمس. النصف للواحدة والثلثان للاثنتين فصاعدا، ومع الأخ لأب وأم للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين، يصرن به عصبة لاستوائهم في القرابة إلى الميت، ولهن الباقي مع البنات أو بنات الابن، لقوله عليه السلام: اجعلوا الأخوات مع البنات عصبة. The Quranic share of the full and consanguine sister, meaning a sister of the deceased with the same father but different mothers, are detailed in Ayah 176 of Surah Nisa. The Quran says, "They seek your ruling. Say, Allah gives you a ruling concerning kalala. Should a man die without a walad but have a sister, then for her there is 1/2 of the inheritance. He will inherit her if she has no walad, and if there are two, they shall have 2/3 of the inheritance. If there are brothers with sisters, then for the male there is the share of 2 females. So a full and consanguine sister only inherit if the deceased person died as a kalala. As mentioned earlier in the course, the majority of the Prophet ﷺ's companions, including Hadrat Abu Bakr, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Zayd ibn Thabit, Ibn Abbas, Ibn Mas'ud, radiyallahu anhum, as well as the 7 fuqaha of Medina and the 4 great imams, settled on the meaning of kalala as a person who dies leaving neither a walad nor a walid. In this ayah 176 of Surah Nisa, the juristic meaning of the word walad is son or agnatic grandson, as shown in the diagram, meaning son of son or son of son of son, and so on, no matter how distant. The meaning of the word kalala in ayah 176 is a person who dies without a son, and without an agnatic grandson, and without a father, and without a true grandfather, according to the Hanfi fiqh, which effectively means that the full and consanguine siblings are totally excluded by the presence of the son, the agnatic grandson, the father, and by the presence of the true grandfather, which refers to the paternal grandfather, no matter how high. The full sister has 5 possible scenarios. 1. The Quranic share assigned to one full sister is 1/2. 2. The Quranic share assigned to 2 or more full sisters is 2/3, divided equally amongst them. 3. In the presence of a full brother, the full sister inherits as a residuary heir by the process of ta'sib. So, the full sister, when inheriting as a residuary heir, osbata bi ghayriha, gets half the share of a full brother. 4. When inheriting with a daughter or an agnatic granddaughter, the full sister inherits as a residuary, osbatan ma ghayriha. In such a case, the full sister totally excludes the consanguine brother, the consanguine sister, and more remote residuary heirs. 5. The full sister is totally excluded by a son, by an agnatic grandson, however low soever, and by the father, according to all 4 Sunni fiqh, and also by paternal grandfather, however high soever, according to Hanfi fiqh. Let's look at the 5 scenarios applicable to the full sister by way of examples. In this example, the full sister inherits with a full paternal uncle. There are no other heirs. The full sister inherits a Quranic share of 1/2 as per ayah 176 of Surah Nisa, and the full paternal uncle inherits the remaining one half of the estate as the residuary heir. In this example, we have 4 full sisters and a consanguine paternal uncle as the only heirs. The consanguine paternal uncle is the consanguine brother of the deceased person's father. Consanguine means having the same father but different mothers. In this case, the 4 full sisters together inherit a Quranic share of 2/3 of the estate, and the remaining 1/3 is inherited by the consanguine paternal uncle as the residuary heir. In these 2 examples, the full sister inherits with a full brother. In the first example, the only heirs are a full brother and full sister. The full brother converts the full sister into a residuary heir, osbatum bighayriha. The full brother gets twice the share of a full sister. The full brother is assigned 2 portions and the full sister 1 portion. The estate is divided into a total of 3 portions. The full brother gets 2 out of 3 portions, so he gets 2/3, and the full sister gets 1 out of 3 portions, that is 1/3. In the second example, the heirs are 2 full brothers and 3 full sisters. Again, the full brothers converts the full sisters into residuary heirs. Each full brother gets twice the share of a full sister. Each full brother is assigned 2 portions, and each full sister is assigned 1 portion. The estate is divided into a total of 7 portions. The full brother gets 2 out of 7 portions, so each brother inherits 2/7, and the full sister gets 1 out of 3 portions, so each sister inherits 1/7. Now we look at examples where a full sister inherits with a daughter. This is an unusual case because when a full sister inherits with a daughter or an agnatic granddaughter, the full sister inherits as a residuary, osbatu ma ghayriha. In the first example, the heirs are a daughter, full sister, and consanguine sister. The daughter inherits her Quranic share of 1/2. The full sister inherits the remaining half as residuary heir. In her capacity as residuary heir, she totally excludes the consanguine sister, because the rules of priority amongst residuaries is that full blood excludes half-blood as well. I shall discuss in a later session. In the second example, the heirs are 2 daughters, a full sister, and a consanguine brother, and a full paternal uncle. The 2 daughters inherits their Quranic share of 2/3. The full sister inherits the remaining 1/3 as the closest residuary heir. In her capacity as residuary heir, she totally excludes the consanguine brother and paternal uncle as potential residuary heirs. This slide shows how the full sister is fully excluded by the presence of a son or agnatic grandson, however low soever, and by the father and by the true grandfather, however high soever. The true grandfather excludes the full sister only according to the Hanfi fiqh and not according to the other 3 madhahib. The first example shows the only heirs are a son and full sister. The full sister is totally excluded by the son. He inherits the whole estate. In the second example, the heirs are an agnatic grandson, a daughter, and a full sister. The daughter inherits her Quranic share of 1/2. The full sister is totally excluded by the agnatic grandson. He inherits the remaining 1/2 share as the nearest residuary heir. In the third example, the heirs are the father, a daughter, and a full sister. The daughter inherits her Quranic share of 1/2. The full sister is totally excluded by the father. He inherits the remaining 1/2 share as the nearest residuary heir. In the third example, the heirs are the paternal grandfather, a daughter, and a full sister. The daughter inherits her Quranic share of 1/2. The full sister is totally excluded by the paternal grandfather. He inherits the remaining 1/2 share as the nearest residuary heir. This brings us to the end of this session. Insha'Allah, see you in the next one.